Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that... Decent chance! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Messi is fouled. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Messi looking to play it into the box. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Solar. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Zola plays it short. Chance! Oh, easy pickings there. Rodri. Caresses it through. Oh, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Salah. Zola is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Looking for the run. Now it's Hullet. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Maldini.
Inter are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Can he get on the... And a chance! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Simplicity itself.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Egypt are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Maldini looking to get on the end of this. It's a pretty loose pass. Luis Suarez. Now that's well seen too. And the pass is intercepted. Looking to play him in. Oh, it's come loose. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kvaratskhelia! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, that was vital. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Hullet. And it's Hullet. Kvaratskhelia. Good ball, good take. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And here's Suarez, and he's on his way! Kvaratskhelia, and he's forced to go back. Rodri plays it out wide, steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Out to the left it goes. Rodri. Now this could be a chance. Tries a shot! Now who's going to be first to this? Kvaratskhelia. Now he's got space here. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Inter certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and...
Little doubt, that is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Kvaratskhelia. And that's another good win of the ball. And it's Hullet. Nicely worked. Shot a goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Zola goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Zola. The ball has bounced loose now. And here's Zola. Well, that looks a decent ball. Hoisted in. Lofted upfield. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Mateus cuts it out. Played out to the right. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And this is Luis Suarez. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Egypt are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Maldini. Nicely aimed pass. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pull it. Nicely weighted ball. He's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Messi, and he's picked out the run. Face to face with the keeper. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. There's the unmistakable figure of John O'Shea, one of the first names on the team sheet, always, Jim.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be a little biased here because he's from my hometown, but he's about as versatile and dependable as they come.
The ultimate unsung hero. And here's Bergkamp.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Roberto Carlos looking to run onto it.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
That's a cute ball. Ruben Dias calmly anticipates. Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Costa Curta. Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, big chance! Must be! He's having a shot! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So, a breakthrough already. Messi. Messi. McAllister. And it's McAllister. Now he's got space here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, well played. Kvaratskhelia. Searching pass he's played there. Gullit in acres of space out wide. Messi. Zanetti did well to stay calm there. And they've got rid.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Suarez. Suarez purring through the gears. Rijkaard.
Inter really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position. Chance for a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Cleared away. Now, can they get it back? And now a sudden chance to counter. McAllister is the team's great visionary. Now they could break here. Now it's Totti. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. So what can they make of this? Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that's put paid to a promising move. He has found the way through. He rises! Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Davids. Inter Milan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. He's shifting through the gears here. Lofted in. Rijkaard. And he shoots! Really well taken goal. Back to within one. Interesting. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Oh, he's had it taken off him. Oh, that's delightful. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Off the post. Messi carries the ball down the right. Zanetti defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Oh, good-looking ball.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Totti! Oh, a very decent attempt. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Now, can they get him away? And a chance! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He's picked his way through. Serves up across.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Totti. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's hit the post! Pass somewhat off target. Totti was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Inter Milan really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. He's found a way through. And this is Totti. McAllister. Cross. Oh, smashing! And it's hit the woodwork and out. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Intimate. Oh, they could be caught out here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shot could be on. Kvaratskhelia! Oh, taken with style. They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
It's a promising position. Abiati punts it upfield. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's Davids. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He is through here. Here comes the cross. Well, there's the clearance.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's got away. McAllister. Luis Suarez, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Davids. Roberto Carlos. Inter Milan finding their passes. That's very neat.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Numero 9, Luis Suarez. Numero 20. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11. Ibrahimovic.
It's a sharp pass. Tries a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Oh, he's burst through. And this is Messi. And that's an excellent interception. Nicely aimed pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That looks a decent ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And it's McAllister.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Vinicius Junior. Well, we expected better, and so did he. They'll have one final crack at it. Big chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Totti plays it short. Real chance! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Numero 19.
Inter Milan are making a change now.
Roberto Carlos. Numero 10. Lasciano il campo per il numero 3. Il numero
Van Dijk.
6. Bale. Il numero 14.
Ended up in no man's land. And there goes the final whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Figo is...
It's Luis Suarez! Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Succumbs to the pressure. And this is Ibrahimovic. Bale. James. He's picked his way through. Pato! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Alexander Pato is offering a right smile there.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Keeper's dealt with that. James. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Quality ball. Oh, well measured. Luis Suarez. Real chance! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Gerrard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Luis Suarez. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Pato chasing after it. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Neymar. Quarter of an hour played. That's an imaginative pass. McAllister is always looking to break lines. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Inter are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Oh no, this does not look good. Long ball by the goalkeeper. That's been cut out, well played. Bale looking to penetrate opposition lines. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Distributed tidily. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he's there to make the challenge. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he plays one through. It's Neymar! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Takes a shot! They've scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Paris Saint-Germain grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
McAllister. Messi. And it's Neymar. And here's Suarez, heading backwards. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Messi. Looking for options for movement. Good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Gerrard. And this is Ibrahimovic. Thuram gets rid without sophistication. McAllister. And it's McAllister. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
James. Figo. Well, that pass isn't the best. Played into space. Neymar. Struck first time. Opts to play it back. And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
La radiocronaca dell'incontro è trasmessa sulle frequenze della radio ufficiale del club.
So we're into the second 45. Oh, good spread. Bergomi calmly anticipates. Messi. Gerrard. That is a great pick out. Ibrahimovic. Great chance! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic!
As responses to a half-time team talk go, that tops the lot. Of course, it enhances his reputation, and it has to give this team a surge of belief, surely.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times...
Oh, smashing! In he goes again! Really well taken goal. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So all square, and not for the first time.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Makalele is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now it's Luis Suarez, and he cuts out the supply. Now it's Pato. Oh, it's come loose. Pato showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Neymar. Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, nice touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rijkaard cuts it out. He's a sharp little ball here. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Messi has set up one goal so far. And it's Lam looking to play him in. Chance to deliver. It's a mighty effort! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 9, Luis Suarez.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar, he's found a way through. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now they can... He gets big! Goal! Inter! And again they hit the front. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Superb timing to...
Oh, he's been caught napping! It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Now the cross.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Bale. He's got away. And that could work. He's got full. Off the bar. And that would have won it.
Kohler really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 6, Bale.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 16, Lam. Lasciano il campo per il numero 22, Roberto Carlos. Il numero 14, il numero 15. Cambio di giocatori.
Messi carries the ball down the right. Neymar. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Collar. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well read, nice interception. Neymar. Beckenbauer. The final 5 minutes. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Paris Saint-Germain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Inter Milan, moments now away from... Could be danger here! And he's managed to get free. He's one-on-one chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post!
4 minuti di recupero.
Rummenigge is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's played... Oh, what a climb! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
McAllister does really well to win the ball there. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. McAllister did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
Oh, it's a great ball here. And again! There it is! And there goes the final whistle. Inter Milan have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And as you can see, we've already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Leonardo Bonucci. He's as imposing as they come, Peter, and he knows just how to use his physical attributes to make life difficult for attackers. He's also got a very good...
Face-to-face with the keeper. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Lovely pass, but can... Bullish header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Nedved clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's a good run down the right.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, nice touch. He is through here. Nedved with the delivery. And this is Zico! A real chance and a real let-off.
Zico clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos on a charge down the left. Plays it in low.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Zico. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Knocks it into space. Bullet is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Roberto Carlos. That'll be a throw-in. Roberto Carlos. Fired deep towards the back post. Nedved.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Looking for options for movement. Pirlo conjures time and space where few can. Played out to the left flank. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. No way through. Pullet proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He's having a shot! Pirlo with the clearance. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rodri. Now he's got space here. Good ball over the top. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Zico! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Zico actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Searching pass he's played there. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
In Inter are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to... Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, Red, nice interception. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Goal! Inter! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Messi. Inter Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. And it's Zico. Takes on his marker. Hullet.
There they go, hunting again.
Bonucci goes sliding
Ci
in.
sarà un minuto di recupero.
Can he get it through? And that's a good ball. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Inter Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Inter definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
It's a sharp pass. Now it's Luis Suarez. Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Cannavaro. Roberto Carlos has created one goal already. Michael. Vieri is herring after that one. Cannavaro. Ruben Dias. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Suarez. He's come in hard. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? And this is the chance for a shot! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Madrid grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Hullet.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, well played, well played. And it's Hullet. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Busquets is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Looking to play him in. Roberto Carlos delivers. And he gets rid in a hurry. Roberto Carlos. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. Roberto Carlos. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's beautifully weighted. And it's Hullet. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through.
Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Roberto Carlos. Abiati breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Busquets, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's good running with the ball. Oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 9, Luis Suarez. Lascia il campo per il numero 3.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Played into space. Oh, delightful ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. He's got away. Out of play for a goal kick. Gerrard is there, and he can pick it up. Van Dijk, a player who needs no introduction. Played back.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, well played. Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Cleared away. Messi. All good. And the referee brings it to a close. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Well, there's little new to say about this man. Majestic, regal, known as Le Roi by his countrymen. He is footballing royalty. The man is, of course, Michel Platini.
Well, Peter, I don't think I've seen a better all-round attacking midfielder. Certainly not in Europe. He is very close to being the perfect number 10. OK, people may say he lacks a little bit of stamina and defensive control.
Takes a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Rijkaard is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Platini plays it short. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. And it's Belletti. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Ibrahimovic in with the challenge. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Looking for the run. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that's definitely not his best. Gerrard can see things others simply cannot. Brilliantly cut out. Can he spark a counter here? Inter Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That has not gone well. Roberto Carlos. Gerrard. Played out to the right. He's got... Oh, shooting chance! Brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter.
Face to face, decent chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And now they can spring out of defence. India were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
He's under a lot of pressure there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
It's a promising position. Gerrard, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, nicely intercepted. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Can he get it through? And Messi! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
And it's Grealish. Busquets is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He's through, now is he in? Oh, that was vital.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And this is Luis Suarez. Good claim, no margin for error there. Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Driving on and making good progress. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Ibrahimovic. That is ended up in no man's land. And he's picked it up out wide. Luis Suarez! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's in space and looking for options. Nicely weighted ball. No way through, so back it comes. And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How would you review the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Inter Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Belletti. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Luis Suarez. Roberto Carlos. And this is Luis Suarez. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
He's had it taken off him. And the shot! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but
It's Ibrahimovic! Now, oh, he's been caught on it here. Raul. Some resolute defending there. India are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
McAllister, great defending, strong and determined. And that is a little undercooked. Busquets, and it's Davis. Davis is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. McAllister. Can he get on the end of this? India can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Raul, and he's worked it through. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Now, can they get him away? He's cut it out.
Inter couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Luis Suarez. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Messi. He might be in here. Big chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Time for a change in personnel. Somewhat off target. Davis. It's a good run down the right. Threads one in. Gerrard receives it in a wide position. Real chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength now. Just 5 minutes left. India looking to pass their way through. Looking for options for movement. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And this is Ibrahimovic. He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bergomi is the guilty party there.
Substitutions taking place.
Van
There will be
Balden.
3 minutes at a
Board
time.
shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Rodri. There's a sharp little ball here. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12
Substitution in
yards.
progress.
De Gea will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So there he is, Wesley Sneijder, a terrific playmaker.
Yeah, one of the very best to emerge from that legendary Amsterdam production line. An old-style number 10 whose ability with the ball is the envy of many.
And is that his greatest strength, or is there more to him?
Well, without doubt, it's his tactical intelligence combined with his pinpoint precision. The guy is like clockwork. You have to have that if you want to play there.
And he's being shifted off it. Neymar. Bale. Luis Suarez. Bale. Bale puts them all in. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that'll do under the circumstances. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, that is a nice touch. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Luis Suarez. Oh, shooting chance! And he's there to get it away. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's an imaginative pass. Abbiati tries to clear. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, can he get onto this? Rodri. And he's forced to go back. Neither side yet able to find the net. Luis Suarez. There's the shot! Goal! Inter! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Tchouameni, that's a sharp pass. Inter Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. And this is Ibrahimovic, and he's searching for... It's Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Tonali. Inter Milan have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Torres. And he's worked it through. Torres! He scores! Right back in the game! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Cannavaro. Inter Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Foot in. Neymar. And this is Messi. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Not the most accurate pass. Short changes him with that pass. Aimed beyond the defence. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And the first half is done. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Inter Milan are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it. There's the header! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Howson. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mohamed Salah, very much a man of this moment. And this is Luis Suarez.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Neymar. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And it's Salah. And this is Ibrahimovic. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Nice physical challenge. Played into space. Neatly clipped into space. Abiati breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 81.007 spettatori.
Out of play for a throw. Rodri. Inter Milan finding their passes. Searching pass he's played there. And that has been clubbed away. Look at the space here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Messi. Picked out brilliantly. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That's a little off target. In with the challenge. Gerrard. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Torres. And that pass just didn't quite work. Mohamed Salah. Rijkaard. Played out wide. He's picked his way through. Big chance! Goal! And this is getting better and better. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Torres. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Great chance! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, there's a probing ball. Threads one in. Might be danger here. He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. Inter Milan presented with a golden opportunity here to further improve their position of comfort.
Viene sostituito con il numero 10.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Inter Milan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
And
Oh, what a climb! Great football, shot and save. The final 5 minutes. And that's been intercepted.
that was well played, well stopped.
And here's Torres. Tonali was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Luis Suarez. Cannavaro makes the interception. And here's Suarez.
Oh, great feat, that. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the
Ci
turn.
saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
He won't be happy with that one. That is good alertness. Tonali. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Neymar's cross. He gets big. It's fallen kindly here. No mistake. They're back within reach.
Numero 6.
Some referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he cuts out the supply. Could move up a gear here. That's a cute ball. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. And it's Messi. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. No goals as yet, but it has been pretty lively. Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. Maldini.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now that looks a decent ball. Chiellini. Mateus. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Gattuso. And it's Luis Suarez. Mateus promptly onto that, and that is that.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Luis Suarez. McAllister cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Messi!
Suarez really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
McAllister, and that was very necessary. Just eases him off the ball. Rijkaard works it forward. No, that's been intercepted. Luis Suarez. McAllister. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Suarez with a real chance here. And so we have the first. Luis Suarez! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's McAllister. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's McAllister. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. No way through. It'll be a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Inter Milan finding their passes. Mateus.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Van Dijk cuts it out. And he whips it in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
No, that's too long. Davids. Ball played for Rijkaard. McAllister. And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Inter clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Davids. McAllister is the team's great visionary. Now, can they get him away? Can he stop it going out? Pele, nice-looking ball.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Davids. And it's Rodri. And it's McAllister. The ball is loose and the chase is... Can he finish? There is the genius of Luis Suarez!
As responses to a half-time team talk go, that tops the lot. Of course, it enhances his reputation, and it has to give this team a surge of belief, surely.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Suarez demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think...
It's Eto'o! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Cannavaro.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Now it's Eto'o. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Davids. Ibrahimovic, very much a man of this moment. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Gattuso. Oh, that's a key interception. Ibrahimovic touches it back.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Vicious ball here. That's good vision. Abiati. That's rather hopeful. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. Spread out to the left. Could be danger here. It's run loose here.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 18, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 24, Eto'o, el dorsal 25. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20.
Bullet,
el
nicely
dorsal
aimed
21,
pass
el dorsal 22,
for Yaya Toure.
el
Oh,
dorsal
good
11,
read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, they can break here.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And they're quick to get it back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Toure spots it and intercepts.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bergomi. Throw in.
Cambio de jugadores.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Very much into the last knockings. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And here's Mbappe. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And it's McAllister. Oh no, that was never going to make it. He can run onto that. Oh, what has happened here? Great vision. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And he's quick to get it clear again. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that one.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Inter de Milan.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
And it's Messi. He's going for goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Mateus.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And we have our very first corner. And the shot! A truly spectacular effort. Speculative, yes, but he's entitled.
It's clear there was only ever one thing on his mind, Peter.
Cleared without hesitation. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. This ended up in no man's land. Paris Saint-Germain have it back and can go again. Bale powering forward here. The ball's gone astray. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. And this is Shevchenko. Well, that is commitment to the cause. Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. Gullit is there, and he can get that clear. Kvaratskhelia takes control of it, and he's on the move. Yaya Toure. He is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Nicely weighted ball. Inter Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type.
Might want to be careful there.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Bale is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Van Dijk.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that... And Shevchenko! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Dangerous moment avoided, only just.
Well, that's the risk you have to take when you're fully committed to attack.
Mateus! It's hit the upright. Bale is one whose deliveries we all know about. Out for a throw. Yaya Toure. And it's Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Luis Suarez tries to pass it through. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Probing pass. He rises! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Thuram. Yaya Toure. And Mateus. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Messi. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Hullet. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! It's loose now, and they want to get it. Oh, what has happened here? Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That has not gone well. Nicely worked. And he's in on goal. They're urging him to shoot. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Inter ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're off again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Davids. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's a lovely, neat pass. McAllister. Looking to play him. Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace.
That Luis Suarez! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Davids. And this is Ibrahimovic. Yaya Toure. Played out to the left flank. And now the breakaway. And he's worked it through. Oh, good take in a good area. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Oh, easy pickings there. Bale. Bale. He gets big! The most accurate pass. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 9, Cristiano Ronaldo.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Le numéro 10, le numéro 16.
No, again, there's no way through.
Le numéro 4.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And this is Iniesta. Bale kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Davids. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Bale. He has found a way through. Bale, nice defending, physical and effective. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Iniesta. Shot could be on. Messi played in deep. Abiati deals with that nice and simple.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Changement en cours.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Tries to play it through. Now it's Messi. Well read, nice interception. No, that's been intercepted. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gerrard. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe! Great defending, strong and determined. Gerrard. And it's Messi. Inter Milan, moments now away from seeing this one out. And this is Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
It's an inviting looking ball, that. That's been cut out, well played. 2 minutes to be added on. Nesta is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defence. And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So we're up and running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I can really see this guy, Omar Marmoush, being an absolute nightmare for the defence here. He's a great all-round attacker who has good pace in behind, and that makes him very effective against teams that like to play compact low blocks. He's a great passer and dribbler and a very good poacher.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Oh, such a clever touch. McAllister did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That has been cut short. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It's a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. He's a sharp little ball here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Bale. Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And they're quick to get it back. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Look at the space here. Ball's gone out of play. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now the cross. So we're still where we started right now. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Mohamed Salah, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Now that's well seen too. And claimed it back swiftly. That's an imaginative pass. Bale. Van Basten.
This is the time you need that pace.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Bale. Mateus.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bale. And here's Suarez. Dani Olmo.
Might want to be careful there.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Tries to play it through. And this is Ibrahimovic. And that is expertly dealt with. That's good vision. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Dani Olmo. And that is a little undercooked. Shot could be on. There's the shot! Goal! Inter! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Marmouche shoots! Oh, what? This time, surely! And that has been clubbed away. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Inter Milan have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And we're underway again.
Inter really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Knocks it into space. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Dani Olmo. And they can counter here. Oh, it's Van Basten. Bale with the foul. Dani Olmo. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
It's a promising position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Luis Suarez! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And it's Robertson. And they win it back again.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Mateus.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, super fine. Takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
A case now of complete control.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Big chance! Danger averted for now. And he should have made it 4.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Shapes to shoot!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He's got tall. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
A heavy challenge. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Ferdinand. And Mateus. Rijkaard. McAllister is the team's great visionary. Mateus. Rijkaard. Played back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Barcelona finding their passes. And he welcomes it in. And here comes the corner. They've played it short. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Raul. Mateus. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Luis Suarez. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Bale is standing over this one. Bale! It's anyone's ball now. He's found a way through. It's Luis. Oh, it's hit the post. Inter Milan are closing in on a comfortable win. Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Zanetti cuts out the pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, that's sweet. And the shot! He has done it! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Inter Milan are having a ball here. And here's Marmouche. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. And as you can see, we've already started here. Bale purring through the gears. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Distributed tidily. Now it's Vieri. He shifted it to the flank. Pullet, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. Ball's up he goes! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Roberto Carlos. Roberto... And the finish! It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. Inter are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Rodri. It's Pedri. Van Bouten. Irwin. Van Bouten. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's found a way through. Shot, surely! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition.
And a chance! Pullet. And it's Luis Suarez. 15 minutes till half-time. Roberto Carlos goes on a run down the left wing. Played out wide, back into the middle. And it's Gullit. Here's Rodri, and here's Bale. And that has left him in a heap. Olise. Gattuso proves too strong, too smart. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now then, the ball's come loose. Can he get it through? Bale. Now the... Luis Suarez! That's going to go a long way. And it's Hullet. Inter Milan, finding their passes. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. Pedri. And it's De Bruyne. Rodri. It's a promising position. Showing great feet there. Elise's cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Inter absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Inter Milan will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lahm could try cutting inside here. Lahm just loves to go forward whenever he can. Nice looking ball. Good ball over the top. He's shifting through the gears here. Gerrard plays it long. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Hullet demonstrating his defensive quality there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Now it's Olise. Can he get on the end of this? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Abiati claims comfortably. Pedri. Inter Milan are simply cruising along with this 3-goal lead. Threads one in. Played into space out wide.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.113 spettatori.
Friendles.